Many thanks for staying with us. You're watching Atn Politics on the Atlantic Television Network. And joining us right here in the studio to discuss Atn Politics is no other person than Comrade Kingsley. He's a politician, he's a technocrat, as well as a public affairs analyst. We'll move on to our next story. Now we'll take a look at the presidency. President Bola Tinubu on Monday night in Abuja called on political leaders in the country to channel more resources and policies towards catering to the needs of the poor and vulnerable. The president, who hosted governors, members of the Federal Executive Council, FEC, service chiefs, and some selected heads of ministries, departments, and agencies, MDAs, to break the Ramadan fast at the State House, urged leaders to be selfless and work for the people's benefit. I thank you all for responding to this invitation. You honored it out of respect, not because you don't have enough to eat or share, President Tinubu said. He noted that political leaders' efforts are crucial in meeting citizens' expectations. He commended the people-oriented policies that have started yielding positive results in improving human development indexes and economic indicators. The president attributed the success of economic reforms to the collective efforts of members of FEC and the collaboration of leaders at the sub-national level. Quite interesting, coming from the president of Nigeria, urging political leaders to extend hands of good gestures, humanitarian aids to the poor and the needy. Let me get your take on this one.
That's a good one. That's a real good one. In fact, I want to call him a fatherly president. Okay, it's a fatherly president. So his statement is not out of place. Okay, and in fact, the way he also, appreciated these people for coming. He said it's not that you don't have enough to eat, not even to share, but it was out of respect. It's a man that is thinking. Okay, and so he now said, this good thing you're doing, extend it to the needy, to the poor, to your states, wherever you're governing. Make sure that it gets to them. And if you ask me, he has what's this slogan? The New Hope.
Renewed Hope Agenda.
Agenda.
Right.
Okay, so it's a way of saying that this my plan, this agenda is actually working. But please see that it gets to everybody, in your state. It's a good, statement, if you ask me.
Again, doesn't this seems to be happening most times when we have the Ramadan period comes into place? Don't we have the same issues by this time? Or probably during the festive seasons, New Year celebrations, the Christmas, the Easter, when all of this is done, we go back to seeing our politicians, spending lavishly, going for parties, leaving the countries, spending extravagantly. I mean,
you see, when you talk about spending money, yes, people may spend money, even without government money, people spend money extravagantly, sure. Okay? So, but in this case, it's giving us due to. And such time like this, what they just did was to break fast with the president. And it's
which is a good gesture.
Yes, a good gesture. And it's an annual thing that they do. So it can be that in President Tinubu's time, they are now wasting money. No. And of course, festive time, let's take it at large. Festive time, every religion tends to put up events here and there, to celebrate that their festive time, Even the people who are not in government do put up cash too to do such celebrations. So if you ask me, there shouldn't be anything like waste of fund or waste of money, spending money extravagantly. I think everybody knows these are boss in any case. Okay, let's say that they didn't go, they didn't honor his call, just because they want to keep back money, they want to keep back fund, and say they want to reach out to people and don't want to. I mean, it's not even good for the country. It's not even good. Even Donald Trump sometimes, or rather, other leaders in the world, okay, sometimes when they want to have some celebrations, you see other government leaders coming in to celebrate with the president or their leader. It's not a wrong thing at all. Okay. So
again, doesn't the president seems to be the one to take the lead in everything that he's saying? Is he not supposed to take the lead?
Well, if you say the leader, I do not really understand where you're going to.
Well, talking about, prioritizing aiding the poor, like aside from the Renewed Hope Agenda, right? There are so many avenues you could do, such as reach out, giving out things properly for the poor. Isn't he supposed to do that?
Okay, let's look at it this way, Mr. Peter. This is politics we're talking about.
Sure.
The president is just, you know, the engine of a boat.
Okay.
Okay, is the engine of a boat. All right, and since the engine is working, we believe that the pilots should be able to take advantage of it and navigate the boat.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying now? And the president, what I mean is not the governor of each of the states, but the president as a leader from a political party, they have their agenda. The agenda spreads across all the states, you know, leaders. Talking about the governors, okay? That's where you spread it through. You don't have the president having just a singular forum where you're just helping the whole Nigerians. For goodness sake, he will not be able to accomplish that. It goes through the governors. It goes through the leaders at all levels. So that's why he's also telling them, say, make sure this thing is going down. Okay, when they gather, he tells them what he wants. All right? And then they go back and execute what he wants. By so doing, he has accomplished what he has told Nigerians.
Well, this is quite, you know, related to the Muslim faithfuls, because they do this always. They always extend hands of kind gestures to so many people around them, the brothers and all of that. That's a good one anyway. We just hope they listen to his advice and adhere to it. Actually, let's take a look at our last story for today. Well, the Labour Party leadership has constituted a 3-man intervention and truce committee to smoothen the relationship between it and its members in the National Assembly. The party's National Publicity Secretary, Mr. Obiora Ifo, in a statement issued on Tuesday in Abuja, said the move was part of ongoing efforts to engender an enduring harmony in the party. According to him, the committee headed by Ben Etanabene has Matthew Nwogu and Chinedu Obika as members. He said that LP National Chairman, Mr. Julius Abure, inaugurated the committee on Monday at the party's national headquarters in Abuja. Abure urged the committee to liaise with the LP legislators in both chambers of the National Assembly to identify and resolve all differences between them and the party. He said that the party expected that within 2 weeks, the committee would have conducted its assignment and report to the leadership of the party. In response, Etanabene pledged the desire and willingness of the committee to take the assignment very seriously. Well, we've talked about the APC, we've talked about the PDP, and now we're talking about the Labour Party. What would you make of this, Comrade Kingsley?
It's a good move in the right direction. But along the line, there was this statement of some of you have made us proud.
Okay.
Or rather, they are proud of some of you. If you ask me, a man who wants to make peace should not bring in such comments.
How do you mean?
When you say some of you, so who are those who are left out?
Okay.
And you want to bring them together.
All right.
You want to bring them together. You want to work, make them work in synergy. Okay? And you are not saying some of you. Even though some of them are whatever he's thinking, he shouldn't have used such word. In the scenario, you know, that he has just painted. All right?
All right.
Because at the end of the day, if there are people who are grieved because of him and hearing this thing, they will still be thinking that this man still has something against them. But if the language was plain, please see how you gather everybody together. In fact, I would rather prefer that, yes, we may have our issues and differences. That's because we are human beings. But let's understand that we can always make up. I think if I'm one of them who maybe the some of them who are not encouraging them, I will be thinking that indirectly he's begging that I should come in. So even before the peace committee comes in, I've already prepared my mind that they have already prepared me to come in. So I will join them. But with what he has said now, I will see like, so he's not referring to me. I don't know if you understand me, because human beings can think. So, but his move is in the right direction. But let him also guide the words he's using. That's where I'm looking at now.
All right, thank you so much, Comrade Kingsley, for your in-depth analysis. As always, this is not the first time. We always believe in you and trust your ability to deliver, when it comes to analyzing some of these political issues. It's not really easy, but then you give it a time, you go through the you do your homework. Let me put it that way. Thank you so much. We look forward to having you on our next episode. Thank you so much for your time. Well, this is where we wrap it up today on Atn Politics. And the person who just joined us now is Comrade Kingsley. He's a politician, he's a technocrat, as well as a public affairs analyst. This is where we wrap it up on today's episode. Remember, we are open for adverts, placements, news and events coverage, personality, society and political interviews, product, service promotion and commercials. You can connect with us on all our ATN socials, Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1, X, Atlantic TV Network. Watch us live on our website, www.atlanticnetwork.tv. Remember, peace and unity are always the pathways to progress. Thank you so much for watching. I am Victor Peter. Well, ATN Gen Z comes up next to stay with us.